Salute everybody. Welcome to Switching Lanes with Miss Parker. Miss Parker, I appreciate everybody for pulling up with us today. We're not going to be here for a very long time today, but I am going to be here long enough to talk to you guys after, okay? Salute Top Flight, Yolanda. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Everything we're saying today is going to be alleged. Please go on and hit that like button as you come in or pass by. Turn on your notification bell so you won't miss a demonstration. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Thankful, welcome. And please say hello to your neighbor as you come in, okay? Kathleen, I see you. Noah's kind. I see through you, sisters. Bracelet, Queen Gigi, Nick, Miss Virgo, hey. Barbie, hey. Angelique, Victoria, hey. Little Mama, my sisters, Sarisha, Victoria, Regina. All right, let's get into this. So the other day, I had the evangelist Kenneth up here, and I did an interview with him. Me and Sister Talk with Prince did an interview with the evangelist Kenneth, and the evangelist Kenneth came and made a lot of allegations, serious allegations pertaining to not only the Harris family, but also Mark D, 7 Mile Radio, and the person we have on the stage today, which is Darnell Kenneth Greer. Welcome, Darnell.
Thank you.
Yeah, so my sister Talk with Prince reached out to you based off the interview that I did with Kenneth, the evangelist Kenneth, and he made some serious allegations about you pertaining to this case, this huge case that's going on against Naziah Harris. And I thought it was only right to have you here to discuss some stuff with us and kind of give us a little bit of rundown on the evangelist Kenneth and yourself, and also to say, tell us why did these allegations get made up, and also I want to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay, so first off, you're from Detroit, or what area are you from to where you and the evangelist Kenneth even met?
I'm from Detroit.
You're from Detroit?
Correct.
Okay. And where did you and Kenneth, what year? Because he told us the year, but I want to see if it coincides. And what year did you and Kenneth Greer meet?
I think I would say 04, 05.
Okay, so 04, 05. Because he told us y'all met in 2003. How long did y'all date?
4 years.
Okay. He said about that. So he also said, stated to everyone that he said, I said, when did y'all date? He said from 2003 to 2006. And he also said in the midst of that, he said he's 45 or 46, and he said he's autistic and he's a sex offender.
That's a lie.
Which part? Darnell, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. Which part is a lie? The autistic or being a sex offender?
Both.
So what okay, so let me ask you this. Where did you meet the evangelist Kenneth, if you don't mind me asking?
BGC.
What is that?
Gay site.
Oh, okay, website. Okay. I'm glad you announced that. So is it fair to say if I told you that Talk with Prince did look it up and she did see some a assaults on your background?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to stay there. That's your business. But I'm just saying with the allegations, and I shared the lie with you to see that he put that on you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you met him on this site, and that's the same site. It's funny that you say that he said he met Florentino Harris on the same site. And he said he also made the family aware. He told the grandmother where he bought you around, and y'all became friends. And he said that it was possible that you touched, allegedly touched Naziah Harris in
That's a
a
lie.
sexual manner.
That's a lie. Like I said, I got God kids, and what I look like touching somebody? No, that's wrong. I'm better than that. Like, that stuff lying is gonna get you nowhere, but you in jail or somebody hurt. I don't appreciate
Mhm.
people lying on me for no a reason.
Yeah. So, I did notice that you are following Florentino on one of your pages, correct?
Pray one of them
Okay. So you met Florentino, correct?
through him. I don't talk to none of them.
Okay. So when you met Florentino, did you ever, like, just being honest, Darnell, did you ever go around the family ever at some
Nope,
point?
nope,
So you don't know the Harrises.
nope.
So why do you think that Kenneth lied about? I mean, the evangelist Kenneth lied about you meeting the family and putting this allegation that you touched Naziah.
Cause I ain't down there in Ohio with him. That's why. I got a life up here in Michigan. He mad because I won't come down there to be with him. I like it. What's you with my ex? So you always be an ex. What you put me through when we was together, I ain't going through that again. He
So what
put me
was the
through hell.
relationship?
He put me through hell. I ain't going through that again.
When you say he put you through hell, what was the relationship? Was it physical? Was it emotional, verbal? Like, what was it?
We used to fight all the time, like almost every day. Cause I like doing
Physical.
stuff. I like going out and about. He like to stay at home doing nothing. I like go out, make money, do what I got to do. I'm a go getter. I ain't gonna sit around wait on nobody.
Yeah.
I got my own company doing transportation.
So
I ain't wait on nobody to give me nothing. I'm gonna go get it.
yeah, so it was physical.
Yep.
Um, So I do want to talk about this because this has came up in the Naziah Harris case as far as people doing the research. Content creators from all over are gonna go deep down. And once we found Kenneth the evangelist, we found the church, which is pretty spooky. And you followed the same bishop, right? Just want to be honest with you and transparent as possible. But this bishop of the go ahead. You want to do this talk with Prince?
Yes. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right. So you I noticed that you follow Archbishop Stacy Herman with Jehovah Shalom Church of God Inc. Do you know Archbishop Stacy?
Not like that.
Not like that. Okay. Okay. So you've never been to his church or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay. Because I know it's possible for us to follow people that we honestly don't know. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, but he is on two of your pages as a friend on two of your pages.
Right.
Um, but of course, with him being a pastor of the LGBTQ community, I could understand why you follow him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wanted to make sure that have you ever had any kind of contact with this man? Have you ever been to his church?
Nope.
Okay.
So, Darnell, how do you get to following these people? How do you?
They
Because you got to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't know you, but I follow you. I never. You know what I'm saying?
they follow me. I don't know if they follow my ministry or what. I got a lot of followers.
Okay. And you said you do got a ministry.
Yep.
Okay. We're not here to stick on this, but it is fair to say, like, I don't want to skip past it. And if you're a man of God, and I am. I am a woman of God, and I gotta tell you, Darnell, I've had a life where I didn't want to admit a lot of things that I've done, but I had to get saved. I have to be honest about my transgressions, right? And you said that I don't want to skip past the SA charges and just own up to that because people's confused, like they seen the records. You know what I'm saying? Can we just? And I don't want to go into it, but wasn't you arrested for that?
Yeah, because my niece lied. That was something that happened a long time ago.
So your niece lied.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, with Kenneth the evangelist, do you have any charges like yours?
I don't know.
Okay. Because he said he let the people know about you. He said he let the Harrises know because where you was going around. That's where the confusion comes in. Because I was like, well, did you tell the family? He said, I let Annette know that Darnell was a pedophile, but she continued to let him around the children. And she
That's
said,
a lie.
but yeah, that's what he said about you. And he said, you and Florentino got really close.
That's a lie.
This is crazy. Um, do you know anything about the Jehovah Shalom Church?
Nope.
Mm.
That's the truth.
So the church is the Jehovah Shalom Church. With it being a big church as it is mighty funny that nothing can be found about it, and you saying you don't know nothing about it. You get what
Nope.
I'm saying? Um,
All I know is Avengers got ordained there. That's all I know. I don't know. I ain't never been there. I don't know nothing about this pastor or nothing.
okay, okay.
When he
Um,
went over there, he went over by himself.
oh, okay, okay. So he never went. You never went to church with him when he went to.
I went to my own
Jehovah.
church.
All
Nope.
right.
'Cause I ain't
And
used
I
to go.
did.
I ain't used to no dead ass church. Excuse my language.
Mm, that speaks volumes right there. So go. I want to go back for just a second, Miss Parker. Don't mind. So BCG, is that dating app still up?
Nah.
Okay.
So when you met him, how what's the age difference between you and when
I
you
think I
and
was
Kenneth?
23 and he was 20.
And,
Mm.
and what's the years again, Darnell, that you say y'all dated?
2003 or 4.
Because he said it's funny that you say that because he did stay like 2003 to like 2006, and then he said he met the Harrises in 2009. So I was like, okay, so 3 years after the relationship was over, you introduced Darnell to the family and stuff like that. And again, he said you and Florentino got really close and things. So
That's
y'all
not true.
continue to stay friends. So why did he mention the family of the Hearst family and putting you intertwined with them if it's not true? Why do you think he would say that? Because he was so adamant.
I don't know, but all I know, he is a big ass liar. He been alive for years.
Hmm. And then it
Because what
That's
was
I will, what
that's
I
why I
will share,
never go.
what I will share with you,
I
Miss
would never, I would never go.
what I will share with you, Pastor. I don't mean to cut in. I want to do this because I believe in doing stuff right. Okay, I don't believe in putting nothing on somebody that I can't prove factual. Okay. Um, looking at your other pages. Okay, I don't see any connection there with the Harrises. Not even with Florentino. I don't see him on any of the other pages as you've been his friend or nothing. I do see Kenneth up there as your meet your friend. Okay. Um, so is it possible that you added Florentino recently?
Mm-mm.
because we got screenshots of you and Florentino following each other. That's why we're so kind of like, because it's a lot of lies pertaining this baby's case, and I don't want to leave here today going, why did Darnell lie to us today? I really don't. Um, Also, it was some post of Shannon's. What happened? Talk with Prince with the post of Shannon
So
Hurd.
a couple of days ago, of course, I've probably been looking at Shannon and Marquita's page very frequently. And a couple of days ago, I didn't see you nowhere on the post. And I went back yesterday and seen that you had what you did. You put a frown, a angry face on one of their posts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to understand. Because by then you had heard about the interview. So is it possible that you went back and found them to see, okay, who are these people? Who are these people that Kenneth's saying that I've been around? Did you go and do your own research on these people?
Yep. Cause I
I thought so. I thought so in that sense, because that didn't make sense. A couple of days ago, I didn't see that you had posted nothing on their page or reacted to nothing. But when I looked, last night, I see that you had reacted to a post that had been made on both of their pages.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you go research them? Because who mentioned anything about it's hard finding their pages, for one. I do want to be honest with you. You just can't put in her name and find her. You get what I'm saying? How did you go about finding her or even looking into them?
I had to go Vengeance page and do my own research because after that interview, I had to do my own research because
Mm-hmm.
that was bold as hell. I wouldn't do nobody like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's wrong.
Okay.
Especially
So that's
spread eyes across the whole nation so the whole world could see. That's wrong as heck. I was hurt when y'all called me Sunday. I was literally at church.
yeah.
For
He
the
was, guys.
lie like that, that's wrong.
Mm.
So you said he lies a lot, and first let me go back to this with the relationship. Was it abusive? Was it physical?
It was both.
It was both. Okay. Um, you said Kenneth lies a lot. What has he lied about to make you? Because you was like, yeah, Kenneth lies a lot. What made you say that? Like, what has Kenneth lied about you to make you say, I can believe that before I ever even sent you the live that he did?
Like he lied and said he gonna see my money back. He ain't seen that yet. He lied about a lot of stuff.
Hmm. He says y'all was together in December. You brought him back to Detroit last year in December. And I couldn't believe it because I said, why are you still around a known essay offender? You're talking bad about him up here, and you're saying he's autistic and that he's touching Isaiah Harris in a horrible way, and how Annette and you guys are still close. So my people are having a very hard time believing it because they're like, he's not saying too much of anything, but he's following these people and, the evangelist. So, you were still following the evangelist up until you talked to me on Sunday, correct?
Correct. Not like that. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, doing it was no serious conversation.
Well, it's not going to look good. I got to be honest with you, Darnell. It's not going to look good from what the evangelist said. And, I'm not the only content creator that touches on Nasiah Harrison, with your past and things like that. And one thing I could say about those kind of charges and stuff, I fight against that. I do. I have children, and I speak for these children. And one thing I say about those essay charges, you don't get charged if it's not true. Do you understand? Darnell, talk with Prince, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Darnell, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
I mean, this just the time to clear it up for the world. Just to it'll set, like I said, Darnell, I did things I can't take back. I did things I'm not happy and proud of. You get what I'm saying? But this is a baby that's just
I don't know.
disappeared.
I don't know about Isaiah. I don't know why the hell he lied on me. I don't know about the family. So why the hell he lied? That shit hurts.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
What I look like touching a 13-year-old or however old she is. I don't know. What I
Mm-hmm.
look like. I got nieces and nephews myself. I got god kids. I see. Or I take to the park from time to time.
Mm.
He lied.
Darnell, I'll ask you for a second just to take a moment and regroup yourself. Okay. Um, because he did it. He lied about a lot of things. He did.
Darnell, let me ask you this, and I just want you to be honest. Do you think that the evangelist put on you what he done to Naziah? Just kind
Most
of based
likely,
off of your relationship and things like
yes.
that.
Cause he know the
He
family
just
more. Like I said, I don't know the family. He do. He be around them more than he be over there.
Mm.
Every time he come to Michigan, he go over there.
mm. You just said he'd be around more than you been around him.
Cause I don't know them.
Mm.
I don't know internet and none of them.
Mm. What?
And does the evangelist, is he autistic?
Most likely.
Yeah, he gives the more after talking to you and between you and him, I gotta be honest. He's more on the definitely on the autistic side, even with my guests watching him laugh at things that were so inappropriate. And things. That's why I titled this guys clearing the air. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
wanted to clear the air. He was very upset. He cammed up for us, and he was very emotional. He wasn't like Kenneth Greer. I mean Kenneth the evangelist. He very much so, and I'm not gonna his Darnell's transgressions with the children and what he did, those acts has nothing to do with me. He's got to face God for that. He has got to face God for all of that. I'm not here to judge this man. I really want answers for Naziah Harris and the things like that and the allegations that was put on him and stuff. So he wanted to clear the air after I sent him the live. He wanted you guys to know that he never met the Harris family. He doesn't know Naziah. He's never been around Naziah. He's not autistic. And that he's had physical altercation with the evangelist. Because remember, the evangelist was so adamant that he didn't, him and Florentino, when Kiwana jumped down in the chat and he said that Kiwana made allegations that he beat the hell out of Florentino, and he said they never did and stuff like that. So
He did the
yeah,
same thing to me. That's why I said I would never go backwards. Nope.
so
Mm-mm.
it was physically abusive. He was really
Yep.
physically. When you say that, like what kind?
He used to like I come in from going to my mama house. He used to get mad about that. Like how you gonna stop me from seeing? Because me and mama had a close relationship. He used to get mad because I was like, I'm about to go to my mama house and check on her. She one day or one Sunday, I think he came over and knocked all the food on the ground. My daddy was about to shoot the hell out of him. Like
So
yo,
he is. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you don't come to nobody house to expect them. I don't care how big you is. You ain't gonna disrespect my mama.
Mm.
Cause we used to fight all the time. Like how you gonna get mad because me and my family close?
I'm glad you talked about family. So, did he ever mention anything about family? He said he was in foster care, but I seen different. That's what I'm saying about him. I seen um different. I didn't understand. He said
Yeah, yeah.
he told us he didn't have a mother or nothing, and then I find a mother, and he don't pray for my mother, and it's all over the place.
Wow.
So, do you know anything about him being adopted? Do you know anything about a family?
He got a sister. He got a auntie. He had a mother. His father passed. His mother passed, I think, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, I seen that.
He got nieces and nephews. So wow, a big wow.
Yeah, he this is what I'm saying, guys, y'all. This is what puts our pieces together on who really was the corporate the church that's coming up all of a sudden and things like that. So this is kind of, he wanted to clear the air. That's why I said Kenneth Greer clearing the air about Naziah Harris. He definitely came on here and deflected. I want you guys to know that the evangelist is definitely the one that was inflicting essay on Vari, and Naziah. I do want to say that allegedly, but for Naziah for sure. I also found out that he is the one who touched Naziah by being in the church that the pastor did talk to Annette about not pressing allegation. I mean, pressing charges against the evangelist. Just so you guys know.
Wow.
So so what else do you know about the other Kenneth? They said, can you tell us a little more? Like, so when you met him, y'all met. Where did y'all meet at? What, like, how did it
The
go?
churches, we met at the church's chicken on Greer River and Dre Road. Was close now. That's where we met at. It was raining that day. I had caught the bus. Then we back to his mother house. And from there we started talking and getting to know each other. And. Then one day I want to go to my mother's house. He was like, "No, you ain't going nowhere." So I just walked out, went on my mother's house. He come over there, knocked all the food on the ground, and she cooked a nice. You know how mothers do back in the day. Sunday dinner, fried chicken and so forth. He knocked all that on the ground. My dad's about to shoot him. Like, you ain't gonna
Mm.
come to my house and disrespect my family.
So how long did you stay with the violence? Like, he seems pretty floored. Like, did he have episodes and stuff like that? Like split personalities? We
Yes.
want to know who the evangelist Kenneth was, because I seen, we didn't get to talk about it to my people.
He got miss personalities. I think he had secretaries.
Mhm. So it's like you seen split personalities.
Yeah.
And when did it start getting violent? Like, what I'm saying, as far as physical, what,
Every
you
day.
said over your mother every day?
Yes.
Mm,
For 3 years.
mm.
But one day I got tired of it, so I just left. I ain't tell her where I was going or nothing. I just left.
So was you scared of him because the weight he had on you? He had a bigger advantage on you for sure.
Correct.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, he came to clear his name. And stuff like that. Do you have any kind of disability, Darnell? Any kind of, and it's okay. Hell, I got mental issues.
No.
Okay. So he said he doesn't have any mental issues. And the way I talked to him, he doesn't. Now the other one, the evangelist Kenneth, very much so. It was, the conversations was all over the place. I got to tell you guys. Grisky said when he dated him, he never went to Annette's home with him. So did they ever, if he's been around this family for as long as he has, did he ever bring them to where you guys was?
No.
So no cookouts, no park events, no
Cause he
anything.
don't
You
like.
never did.
I like doing stuff like that, but he don't. He like staying in the house, and I like doing stuff. I like traveling and so forth. I just came back from Florida a couple weeks ago.
So did y'all ever go to church together?
Nope. He went to his church. I went to mine.
So he's
Mm.
always belonged to the Jehovah Shalom.
Correct.
Did
That's where he
he
got.
ever talk about the Jehovah Shalom church with you, about children?
He always talk about kids. Every
What would he
time we
say about the kids?
was there, every time I be like, the Desire case. I be like, you heard anything new? He be like, no. He think she's still alive. Well, I said I don't think so. But like I
So
say,
how did y'all get on the conversation of the Desire Harris case?
because I had saw it on the news. That's how I first found out. That's why I had reached out to him, was I know he needed close to the family. I not. I know he know more about the family than I do. Cause he's always around. Like I say, every time he come up to Michigan from Cincinnati, he already at the net house.
Hmm.
Because he can't afford no hotel or whatever.
Okay. He was
Like
staying at a hotel.
no, he every time he come to Michigan, he go over there.
When you come to Michigan, he would go over to Annette's new house.
Correct. Correct.
Did you ever drop him off there?
One time I did.
Okay. Okay. So when you dropped him off, you never went in and said, "Hey," he never
Nope.
introduced you and said, "Hey, this is my boyfriend, Darnell," or
Nah.
nothing. Because when people introduce, you bring your boyfriend over, he's dropping you off. You want to see where your significant other's going. You know what I'm saying? I know I do.
I dropped
Like whose
I
house is
dropped him off and
this?
kept on going. I dropped him off and
So
kept
when he
on
would
going.
talk about children, let's get to that. I want to go back to when he would talk about children. Because he was always a picture man. And it was always of kids, never the adults.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of threw me with him. And I asked him that because that just stood out to me. He was a picture man.
He tried
Do
to
you
my family. I had to stop that. Like, nope, we ain't not taking no pictures of no little kids in my family. Nope. I had to stop
so
that.
he would want to take pictures of children in your family?
Yep.
Mm. Did he ever give off they said, I know I'm going in the house if I'm dropping my man off of who all lives there. I agree. I agree. I'm definitely going to see whose house I'm dropping my man off to. He said just because he said don't make that shit factual. I'm going to facts check some shit, okay? So it's kind of hard to believe that one, Darnell. But that's your story. When you say about the kids, you never you never said anything to him about why do you want to take pictures of kids all the time?
I did. He was like, he kept changing the subject. But like, whatever. That's between you and God.
What stood out to make you question him about the kids?
Because one day he tried to take a picture of my niece. So, like, why you trying to take a picture of my niece?
Mm,
Damn, I think she was a 10.
mm.
He never did give me an answer. I'm like, uh-huh. So I had to tell my sister, watch him.
Wow. So you
Yes,
told
sir.
your sister to watch the evangelist Kenneth because it's a whole lot of watching going on. How do you stay with somebody that made you uncomfortable? Because once a man gives me that, he wants to watch my nieces and nephews. He give me that vibe that he's always recording children. That's a red flag. You get what I'm saying, Darnell?
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Like,
red
were
flag.
you afraid to leave him?
I was.
Mm.
I understand. I've been in a relationship where I was very much so scared to leave, for whatever reason. Yeah. So Darnell said he did have, he said he would have to tell his people to watch, the kids around them. They said sound like you was cool as long as you had somewhere to stay. So you was scared. He said he was scared to leave, SRT. Um, so you lived with Darnell. You lived with the evangelist.
Right. Well, we stayed with each other. He stayed with me. Well, it's in my apartment. I was the one paying all the rent, but he didn't have no income.
So he has no income.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm beginning to believe. Did you ever hear anything you said about the church? Let's get back to that really quick about the church. And yeah, y'all keep it respectful in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Please keep it respectful. Um, when you come home from the church and talk about the children, what would be the conversations, and why would all the church conversations be about the children? That didn't never stand out to be weird to you too?
It did. Excuse.
Because
It
we
did.
definitely seen some weird things with the children at this church. What would he say about the children?
Like the outfits was nice and the hair. Or
Mm.
if they had a youth day, he'd be like the youth day was nice.
Wow. You say he would talk about their hair?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Uh, so did he ever mention Jarvis Butts to you? Like anything about them, like anything about this family, even though you didn't introduce them, he never mentioned Lady, Shannon, Marquita, Annette.
Or they
He never.
talk about Lady and he never mentioned Jarvis or none of them. He
What would
said
he say about Lady?
she was a crackhead and or like how you gonna tell her business to the that's between her. I want to know her personal business.
Mm.
But her she
You
did good.
what'd you say, Darnell? I couldn't hear you. You could
I
speak
said
up.
whatever she with her money, that's between her and God. Man, she was going through something. Like it's people do things for a reason.
Mm.
To talk about her
Mhm.
like that was wrong. You must be cool with the family. We used to talk about her like a dog.
Oh wow. So he used to talk about Lady like a dog. Yeah, he
Correct.
talked about her pretty bad to us too. So I know, and I haven't mentioned Lady to you except right now. And yeah, so I know for a factual, you're not lying about this part for sure. Nothing about inappropriate touching in that house ever.
I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't around.
No, you know how you have a conversation with your boo. You know what I'm saying? Like he talked
Yeah.
about Lady to you. We just having conversation. So,
He never mentioned it.
mhm.
So was he
So
secretive about when he would go to the Harris house? Did
Yeah.
he? So you wouldn't know when he was over there.
Correct.
mm.
That's
So
what
how
happened.
would you find it? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kenneth. Go ahead.
And after what y'all told me the other day, I had to hurry up and block him because that's wrong. Like, hey, you got me some stuff that I don't ain't nothing about. You lying to carrying on. And I don't even know nothing about the family. You know more
Mm,
about the family than I do. That's wrong.
I believe that. And did he ever? Because he said he was in love with Florentino. So you mean to tell me you didn't know anything about him and Florentino?
Nope.
Because it was said that he was way older than Florentino. He said he met Florentino on the dating app, but it was unbelievable because Florentino at the time would have been underage. I did my
Correct.
research.
Yep.
So he essayed Florentino.
Correct.
Okay, you said correct. Yeah. Okay. We cleared that up. Well, anybody got any questions? Can do you mind if anybody comes and asks you any questions, Darnell, or you
Sure.
want to just leave it?
Sure.
You said okay. Let me drop the link, guys. Hold on.
And I thank y'all
Because
so much.
I think the people are believing that they believe you guys. Give me a second.
And I
I
thank y'all
don't
so much for reaching out too. I thank y'all for that.
I mean, everybody has a right to clear up their name when those allegations, even though, like I said, your past is your past. It ain't got nothing. We strictly on the Naziah Harris case. I'm strictly on what happened to Naziah if you was around Naziah based off of what he said. Because, like I said, I got it right here. And he said he's been around Annette and Florentino. They knew he was a sex offender. Kenneth found out 2 months in the relationship. He said you was always cheating. Um, And he said, yes, look into him. He very much so could have possibly touched Naziah Harris.
Wow. Nope.
Hmm. Hold on, guys. I got something in the way of me dropping the link. So if you guys don't mind giving me a second, let me copy it again. All right. I just dropped the link right there. I dropped the link in the chat for anybody that wants to come up and ask Darnell anything that you guys think I missed. I don't think it was too much to asking because he had already basically gave me a rundown and I believed him. We talked about his charges and stuff, and he confided in me enough to tell me and be honest about that. So, I told him, what he did before Naziah Harris, has nothing to do with me. That's on him and stuff like that, him and God. So that's not what my show's about. So, other than that, I think he asked about the welcome to Copiece. Hey Copiece, how are you?
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So I had a question.
Welcome.
Because can you hear me still? Oh, never mind. But I had a
Yeah.
question. Because evangelist came on. When he came on, he said that your grandma was giving you to your uncle. Is that true?
That's a lie.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Correct.
Was anything with him happening with his family that you know of when he was younger?
Yep.
See, that's what I'm saying. I believe everything he was saying on the panel. He's saying that everything that happened to him, I feel like he's putting on you.
Correct.
But I just wanted to ask that, Ms. Parker, because I know that was one of the big questions or whatever. Thank you for letting me come on.
Of course, Copiece. And let me ask you, with Copiece being up here, do you have an adopted grandmother?
No.
That so what she's saying is, he said you confided in him and told him you had an adopted grandmother that would sell you to your uncle for money.
That's a lie.
Wow.
Ooh, child, it's getting juicy.
You know what,
True that.
Copiece? After talking to Darnell, when somebody puts their life on someone else,
Yeah,
this is very much so what it
this,
was.
this this is what it is. Now I will say, because I'm just being honest. I cut to the chase. I believe Darnell isn't being 100% truthful about a lot of things, but I can see a lot of things that he's saying is true as well. Because I didn't evangelist came up here and just I think he working for the Harris family. Let me just say that, because like Darnell said, he's still in contact with them all the time. So it wouldn't be far fetched to say that he's talking to them behind the scenes and coming up here trying to switch the narrative.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, I'm out.
Thank you, Kopi, so much. It's a blessing having you on the panel.
Thank
Thank you.
you. I left
Thank
you
you, Copies.
a super chat too.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank
Bye bye.
you. All right. And for whoever donated to the channel and sent the super sticker or super chat, let me get God's favor up here. Hey, God's favor, take your mic off mute, sister. Let me see if I can unmute your mic. You're mute, sister. Okay. Let me. You hit the link and come back if you need to. This has been a lot. Darnell, thank you so much for coming and wanting to clear the air. Regardless of your past transgressions, like I said, you was honest with me about that. With me and Talk with Prince, we talked about it, and I told you that's not why we're here. So your past is your past and things like that. But we got to the Naziah Harris. That's what I wanted to clear up because I'm here for her and things like that. So I do want to ask you one more time. So when you called him about Naziah Harris again, what was the conversation?
Can you hear me? Always about he used to make all kinds of lies about she did. I mean, she not dead. He believes she's still alive. Uh, she always talked to at the internet and the rest of the family.
Come back
Mm.
in, Darnell. You cut out when you said he always thought the Annette and him. What happened?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
He used to make up. Oh, he used to be like, "How have you heard anything else about the Zaya?" You're like, "Nope." She believes she's still alive, and so forth.
And what about Annette and them? Did he say? Oh,
Hello?
yeah.
Yeah, we
He
hear.
said what you were saying something that he said something about Annette.
Yeah, like they believe she's still alive, and
Mm.
like I guess
Yeah. Hey, God's faith, what's going on, sister?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm good, thank you. You have some questions?
Yes, just one. First off, I want to start off by saying hello, good morning to everyone, and especially to you, Darnell. Thank you so much for just really, coming on here and being brave enough to speak. Yes, I do. I was wondering if you think that evangelist was a person that would hide Messiah out.
can you repeat the question again.
She said, "Do you think the evangelist would hide Naziah out?" Or that's a
I
question for
believe
me too.
I believe so.
And he said he believes so, sis.
Okay, that's all
Um,
I ask.
Okay. Let me ask you about this. He said that he stated that a drug dealer, which is funny to me, but I put the story together very well. But I just want to kind of see if you can elaborate. He said he met a drug dealer in Ohio, and out of nowhere, this drug dealer gives him $7,000 because he was back on rent. But it's funny to me that these same drug dealers from Ohio knew where Annette lived in Detroit. Did you ever hear anything about these drug dealers?
No, I ain't know nothing about it.
Okay. And what kind of atmosphere was he living in when he was in Ohio? Do you know?
Raggedy, raggedy apartment. I just gonna be real.
And so
Mm.
he never lived in anything that looked like it'd cost $1,000 in rent.
Correct.
Uh,
If
okay.
it probably $200, if that.
Cause I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I'm gonna break it down with my chat in just a second. It gives off to me he was a setup. He was a setup guy. He was a setup for the church, taking pictures of the children for one. And you, Corey D, you're good. I see you. Okay, don't touch Corey D. You're good, Corey D. I see you. I got you. Um, you he you said he was always taking pictures of the children. He came home talking about the kids' hair from the church, which I'll talk about that later. Because that's funny to me that you said that. But anything of setup, like he would set you up for money, you know, because he looked like he lived a pretty raggedy lifestyle.
He
So
did.
do
He
you
did.
get that? He did.
Mm.
Do you get that feeling that he was against that family for any reason to set even Desire up to be kidnapped or taken or to
Yes.
play a part with somebody along with that family to cause her harm?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Did he ever talk about harming children?
Yes, he did.
Mm. What would he say, Darnell? Like some of the things he would say.
He was like one day he was talking about try to kidnap my niece. So like I had to tell my family like nope. I had to start to that real fast. He was trying to set up my niece up. Like nope. And my
Oh,
nephew.
and your nephews as well. Wow. Set up like how, Darnell?
Like take them somewhere and do sexual stuff.
Oh, and do sexual stuff. Okay. I believe that. I believe that because he just stated, you guys, for those that didn't hear, he said Darnell, he said that evangelist Kenneth would want to take his niece and nephews and do sexual things, and he told his family to watch. Did anybody ever report him for these kind of acts?
My mama did.
Your mama did. Okay, good. When did you notice his sexual fetish with children?
2008.
2008. What, like, can you elaborate on what happened? Like, just a little bit, if you can remember. I know it's a long time ago, so it's kind of hard to, digest 2008 into now. But what would he say that she's or
We
some of the things that he did? I'm gonna put you on mute, sis. I think you're good. Go ahead, Darnell.
he be at the we be at the mall somewhere. He be like, "Oh, look at the." He be like, "That boy, you look cute." I'm like, why you talking about kids like that? You can go to jail or get hurt from people, kids. My family crazy, so yeah, one time it would have been over.
Mm. When your mother reported him, what made her report him? Like, what did she see? She had to see something to say, "I'm reporting him."
I don't know what she saw because I was working at the time. Because he used to come over and cut the grass for her the days I had to work that long shifts. So I don't know. I can ask my cousin where I talked to her. My cousin don't work.
Mm. So um when he wanted to do sexual things with your niece and nephews, where would that be at?
My mama house. I think one day she called him.
And just being honest, Darnell, why not leave then? You know,
I was scared.
I know. This is why I do these lives, Darnell. Red flags. And we can love somebody, but we gotta love our children, whether it's our nieces or nephews first. Their safety is means more than anything than getting a quick piece of, you know what I'm saying, D or some quick P, anything, you know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
safety of our children is first and foremost. And when they be touched, we have to take accountability too when we allow it and we see red flags, whether we were scared at some point or not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do you take accountability for turning a blind eye to behaviors that he inflicted?
Plus, I was younger too then, so you know, you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, you do. Um, did you ever spend time at the traveling inn? Did you ever notice, did he ever mention anything about the traveling inn over there by Jarvis's shop?
Nope.
Did he ever mention anything about Jarvis? Because he said he
No.
would be his driver.
No.
Yeah, he said he was his driver for a while.
Oh wow. And
Yeah,
that's it. It probably was after we broke it.
yeah. I think y'all was broke up. I think I don't want to put that on you because, the timing of everything. Did you ever know a man named Frank? Him to ever mention a man named Frank?
Yeah, Frank used to work on his cars.
Oh,
You said what?
Frank
you
used to
heard.
work on Frank used to work on his cars.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
So he's been affiliated to Frank for quite some time, huh?
Correct.
Mm. Um, did you ever notice any children? Did you ever go to the shops at Frank's shops or anything?
Nah.
Wow. Did he have a relationship with Frank? Do you know? With Frank working on his cars and stuff.
Oh, probably so.
What'd you say?
Probably so.
Oh, okay, he did have a relationship with Frank. Um, Did he ever? So did he ever talk about Frank with you or anything?
Nah,
Okay, I thank you for clearing that up. So he never mentioned Jarvis Butts to you at all.
correct.
Okay, just Lady and Frank, and him and Frank had a connection. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Um, Darnell, yeah, he said he would drive Jarvis around. Do you know Frank's nationality?
No, because I never saw Frank.
Oh, but you just knew that Frank, just for what he said.
Yeah,
How long was Frank around? Do you remember?
well, for years.
Oh, some years. Okay. Mm. Thank you so much, Darnell. I think I got everything I needed from there. Guys, no, he doesn't know Jarvis, so I don't wanna he said he never talked about Jarvis. He never talked about Jarvis. Okay, so please on with that one.
Hey,
So did you
Marcus,
ever live
one more question.
go ahead, guys, Fade.
I'm sorry.
Talk
Well,
up,
two
guys,
questions.
Fade.
Okay, two questions. Darnell, one, are you bigger or smaller than Florentino?
Small. I'm small.
Okay, because he said that he wouldn't want to hit Florentino because of his size, but you stated that he was physically abusive to you, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that was a lie he told. And another thing, how old was your niece and nephew when he would make the statements about wanting to kidnap them and do harm?
8, 5.
Okay, and so how old was they when your mom reported that she felt like something was off with him doing, things inappropriate?
Nah.
Okay. Okay.
What color van? They want to know what color is your van, or what color van did the evangelist drive?
Mm, 10.
A tan van.
Yeah.
Do you drive a van,
No.
Darnell?
I
Okay.
got a truck.
Okay.
Did his van have curtains?
Yeah.
Okay. His vans did have curtains. Okay. I'm gonna drop the link one more time, guys. This is y'all chance for y'all questions. If you pull up, you do. If you don't, I'm not asking. I'm letting y'all know now. For the ones that don't want to pull up with their questions, I'm not asking. I'm dropping the link for y'all. I've done my homework. I do enough, and I explained that to you guys prior to that. I'm not doing any more than what what I'm saying I've done up here. Oh, guys. I give y'all fair chance to come and ask y'all questions, and it's more work on me than I have to. I already got enough going on. So
That's
hold on, let me drop the link. Give me a second, guys. This thing keeps popping up. I can't even drop the link. Let me see. Hold on, guys. All right, I dropped the link. So there you go. Anybody else got questions? Feel free to come up and ask them. All right, Royal, I dropped the link right there in the chat for you. So feel free to hit it, and you can come up and ask your questions. So he said Kenneth's van did have the evangelist Kenneth's van did have curtains in it. He cleared that up for the ones that was asking about the van and stuff like that. He said that okay, Maisha.
Hi, how is everybody doing today?
Hello,
good.
welcome, Maisha.
Listen, Miss Parker, I know that your community deep dived the 40 year CPS by Mark D the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in that podcast, because my community deep dived it as well, Mark D spoke about Darnell Greer. So that wasn't my first time hearing it with evangelists. Remember, on that podcast, Mark D said that Annette was running around telling everybody that Naziah had the relationship with this man already. So I'm
Did he
wondering.
Did he give Darnell's name though in the
He
40 years of
didn't.
secret?
He didn't. He didn't.
Okay.
He didn't. But Darnell, my question to you is, when that came out and y'all have been talking about it together, did he never mention you as the autistic man that they were talking about?
Nope.
No. Did you ever ask who's the autistic man that they were talking about?
No.
My last question, and I'm gonna let everybody else go because I can go for hours, and Miss Parker already know. My last question I have for you is, do you know if the Harris family and evangelist Kenneth all go to the same church?
They do.
All of them, everybody.
Yes.
And why was it that you decided not to go?
Cause I want to be. I know how messy. But somebody else told me. I think one of my pastors told me how messy that church is. I want no parts of that church.
What made it messy?
The people, the pastor, what's going on was it's a lot.
I'm going to get down, Miss Parker.
Internet
See
had
if
a
you could
crush,
get
Yes,
some
love.
elaboration with it.
was at the net had a crush on the pastor at one point in time.
Who had a crush on
Oh,
the
she
pastor?
did.
At the net.
So,
The
so, so
pastor with the ponytail, right?
I don't know. I never saw him, so I don't know.
was it the pastor at the Jehovah Shalom Church?
Correct.
Okay. So you and Kenneth did. I mean, you and the evangelist did have conversation, correct?
I never went. I never saw the pastor or nothing. But I know that church is messy.
Oh, the church is messy.
Yeah, that's why I never went over there or nothing.
China, no, y'all can control like the cussing and anything else. You know what I'm saying? I got other things, but China, y'all handle your business. I'm not meaning like that. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody rock, but if it gets like too disrespectful, China, you know what to do. You and Top Light and them, a manager Maj, I know what to do. Okay, so what when you say the church was messy, what do you mean? And let's get down to business, Darnell. Tell us.
Like it was a lot.
Like as far as kids and stuff, like demonic stuff, kids being, you know,
All of that.
touched. All of it. So the kids was being touched and stuff in that church. Darnell.
Yes.
Okay. So he said the kids was being touched at the Jehovah Shalom Church. What else? What else turned you away from that church?
A lot of gossip. Like if people think they better than somebody, they ain't better than nobody. We all somebody.
Yeah. Let me get to Royal Beloved was next. Beloved, go ahead, love.
I just want to say thank you for having me. I'm going to jump in, Miss Parker.
All right, Maisha.
Thank
Y'all make sure
you.
y'all go follow my girl Maisha. She covers everything about what I talk about on TikTok. Beloved, you can come off mute, love.
Hey, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear
Oh,
you.
hi, Darnell. I just have a couple of questions. So you said you met Kenneth, Evangelist Kenneth, in 2003. Did he own that van in 2003?
Correct.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear your
he
answer.
said
He
yes.
said correct.
Oh, do you remember if he wore wigs or what color his hair was back then?
He used to wear wigs. He used to
Any
wear
particular color?
red, burgundy. He used to have his weave in his hair too. He was getting his hair braided with weave.
Oh, okay. And did he transport people or anything back then? Do you remember what his occupation was?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all the questions I had. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you, beloved. Royal Queen, come through, my sister. Royal Queen, you're on mute. Alicia, till Royal Queen figures it out, you want to come in, sister?
Hey, Miss Parker. Hey, Darnell. No, they answered my question. I was just gonna say I was going through his page and I noticed like he changed his hairstyle a lot, and I just wanted to know, did he dress up, put on wigs or anything like that? Because I just know he had braids sometimes, and then
Right.
he would perm his hair, things like that. Did you see anything that was odd with that?
He used to do that all the time.
It's like he wanted to change his appearance, or he didn't.
He didn't know what he wanted to do.
Okay.
Guess he was confused.
Did he ever try to like have that translate over to you, like changing your appearance?
He tried, but it didn't work.
Okay.
I like nice stuff. I ain't cheap.
Okay. So he was cheap.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all.
No.
Okay.
Thank you, Leisha. Appreciate you so much. So when Darnell, real quick about the church. I do want to go back to the church for just a second. So did you ever go to this church to know these type of things was happening? Or did y'all pillow talk?
Pillow talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's a talker. I'm gonna admit to you. I know, it's like I said, some things I know to be factual because he's a talker. What's going on, beloved? You're back.
Yeah, I just had one more question about Frank. He said that Frank worked on his car, so Frank worked inside the body shop. Did you ever get to meet him?
No.
You never even saw him?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know any chance how long they were hanging out or friends or how long he had been working on his car?
Been friends before I got to start coming around.
And he said he
Oh,
started coming around in 2003. He explained that. You must have missed it, beloved, jumping
yeah, I
in.
did because I have to mute you to jump in and out. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No problem.
For those that just coming in, you got to go catch the replay about a lot. Because some of y'all questions he's already stated and stuff like that. So, back to the pastor and stuff. You were saying that Annette was crushing on the pastor. How did that conversation come about?
Uh, One day, he took her to the grocery store. I think Sam's Club or whatever. And he used to talk about, oh, I like his hair and I want to marry him and so forth. Cause he
Mm.
had on that day when this conversation was going on about. 'Cause I never went to Sam's Club
What?
with them.
So you're saying that So you said that that's the StreamYard link because I'm not going to be here too long, guys. So if you got questions, Royal Queen, you could try to hit it one more time or whatever. If you got questions, come up. Mocha, if you got a question, you can come up if you like because I'm having a problem kind of posting. You know what I'm saying? She said, did he ever mention what type of mother Annette was?
No.
And when y'all talked about the pastor, what else did he say about the pastor?
He's nice looking and so forth.
Is this that van, that tan van? You said he owned a tan van, and this is a picture. You see it on the screen?
Let me see. Yep.
Oh, that's the van. Okay, thank you for So Top Flight, there you go. There y'all go, right there. He said that's the van that SRT posted. That is the van. But Royal Queen,
Yes, ma'am.
hey sister, what's going on?
Hi. I just have like three questions for Darnell. The first question that I have is, Darnell, do you stay anywhere near Annette
No.
in the family?
No.
Do you live in the same state as them?
I do, but I'll stay on the same side. I stay in Brushford. They stay in, I don't know where they stay.
Okay. That was my first question. My second question is, okay, after when you and the evangelist was in a relationship, had you already had charges that's on your record, or
Yeah,
was that during that time?
I already had charges.
Okay. And my third question was, how many, like, after you and the evangelist relationship was over with, you and him kept communication. Was that like just randomly, or did y'all talk all the time? Or
Blue moon. They went like that.
so you never been around Annette's family at all?
Nope.
And have you ever met Naziah Harris?
Nope.
So everything that you know about the Harris family, you have heard through Kenneth,
Correct.
the evangelist, right?
Correct.
So he would just talk to you about them randomly, or
Pedal talk.
okay, okay. So and my last question was, you stated that you never went to his church at all before, but he did talk about things that was going on at church
Correct.
and talk about the children.
Correct.
Okay. Now, have you ever known him outside of your niece and nephew? Have you ever heard of him maybe touching or harming a child?
He used to talk about it.
He used to have conversations with you about
Yes.
wanting to do stuff to children.
Yes.
Do you think maybe he was trying to entice you to want to do that type of thing with him?
Nope. Maybe he was trying to, but it wasn't gonna work.
Okay, so maybe he knew your background, and maybe he was trying to invite you and him to maybe do this together.
Nope. Not me.
Okay. Okay.
Do you get what she's saying though? Like him knowing that you had that essay on your background and he just felt comfortable, like maybe we could touch kids together. That's what she's saying.
So
Uh
maybe, so have he ever asked you, um have you ever touched a child or any of that stuff once he found out about your background?
Nope.
So he never questioned you about your background at all.
No.
Oh wow, that says a lot. So he never one time came to you and said, "Look, this is on your record." So okay, did you ever tell him about your background?
I did.
You did tell him willingly.
Yes.
he said he did. He said that on his interview. He definitely said
Okay.
you told him
Okay,
that.
I'm just asking again, just in case I missed, because I think I missed like the first maybe 15 minutes of it, because I was watching Brittany Ann's last video. So so I missed the first couple of minutes of the interview. So I did. So I just wanted to ask him those questions because I just wanted to get some clarity on if he ever, said any, if the evangelist ever said anything to him about, his charges or anything like that. And he said no. Okay, those were my questions.
Thank you, love. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Uh okay, so Bella, come through.
Hi. I had a question about the children. You said that he told you that he did mess around with children. When he said that he was messing around with the kids, did he describe those as relationships, like boyfriend and girlfriend type of thing?
What's the question again?
Like, okay, so you know, like how you were his boyfriend when he were talking about the relations that he was having with the underage children. Did he describe it as a boyfriend girlfriend type of thing, or boyfriend boyfriend type of thing?
What, ask the question again, Bella, so I can ask it. Cause I don't. I'm trying to get what you're saying too, love.
Okay, so when he was saying that he was messing with the kids, okay, like okay, I'm having relations with them. I'm not sure what I can say on YouTube, but having relations with the children, was he just leaving it at having relations, like intercourse with them, or were he saying that he was in a relationship with those children? Was he describing it as him being in a relationship? Is what I'm trying to say. How was he looking at the situation with the children?
He would just look at
Um,
him.
He would just look. He would just look at them. I don't believe he ever told Darnell that he had relations with kids. He said he would tell Darnell that he wanted to have relations with a child, or things like that. He never said that. He never said that he told Darnell he had relations with kids. He didn't say
Okay, that was just something I wanted to clear up because I know he
that.
said that they had talked about it, but he didn't go into detail of like, oh, it was just looking this and that. He didn't say how far he went in the conversation that they had about it. So that was just something I had wanted to clear up. Another
okay, thank.
question. Oh,
Go ahead.
I had one more question. So, I know you said that he had drove a van. When he was driving that van, and you guys were talking around that time, did he ever mention a man named Frank?
Bella, you must be
Yes,
behind. He
yes,
definitely
he
said
did.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
he
he
definitely
did.
said that. You must be behind Danny, baby.
Yeah, I didn't hear him say Frank. Okay, well, those are all the questions I had. Thank you so much for letting me come up, Miss Parker. And by the way, I love your channel. And you guys have a
I love you.
wonderful afternoon.
Thank you, Bella.
Miss
Yeah.
Parker, if
For
I
those
can,
that's coming in, who is that talking?
God's faith.
Who? Oh,
God's
God's
faith.
faith. Go ahead. I didn't see. I was like, who's talking? I don't see nothing moving, but go ahead,
I'm
God's faith.
sorry. I most definitely don't want to cut you off. I'm so sorry. Um, just a few questions. Do you know anything about the policies he said that he had for Bari and Nazaya? Did he ever mention to you that he actually was putting some policies in place just in case something happened to him for those two children?
No, I ain't know nothing about that.
Okay. Um, was Evangelist ever venting to you about the concern
What?
that he had for Bari and Nazaya in regards to how Annette treated them?
No.
Okay. That was all.
No, you didn't. You got one more question, God's faith. You asked it in my back chat.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to do it publicly, so I thought it was a private because I don't want him to get on here and see our plans.
Okay.
But I
I
wanted you
can
to ask,
ask. Okay, I got you. I got
yeah,
you though. Okay.
yeah, just in case.
Yeah. I got you, sis. I do. Copiece, you came back up, sis. What's going on?
Hey, I just had another question. I don't know if y'all asked this or not, but I was wondering, Darnell, were you around during the time when Evangelist got that $7,000
No.
from the dealer?
No.
Did he ever talk to you about that?
No.
Were you ever around when he used to supposedly get Vari and Nazaya? He said they
Mm,
used to come to his house.
no.
None of that.
Nope.
Did you ever meet Nazaya and Vari or
No.
anybody?
No.
Okay, that's all I had.
Thank you,
It's
love.
like, oh, wait, no, hold on, because it's like you taking yourself out of certain situations that you know people will side eye you about. Like I know I don't believe that you don't know none of these people because like Miss Parker and what's her name again up here on the panel that's been doing the interviews with you, Miss
Chocolate
Parker.
Prince.
Talk with
Chocolate.
Prince.
Yeah, talk with Prince. The same thing that you guys seen I seen as well about him going under the post and doing the emoji, and then next thing you know, he's friends with Florentino. Like with like how you said with Shannon's name, like anybody just can't go and find them. And we could say their names all day on the platform, but you would never know how to go and find her. So I just
He
feel
said
like
he said he went under the evangelist. You must have missed it, sis.
under the evangelist.
Yep. He said after we talked to him about it and stuff, he went on the evangelist to find these people.
Okay. All right.
Because
Well, that's all the questions.
he wasn't following them at first. He wasn't.
Yeah, I
Until
know.
after,
That's what I'm saying.
you
I
know.
seen that he wasn't following them. It was no communication or nothing with nobody. So yeah, I seen that. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Um, I yeah, he never met Naziah. He never met Naziah. I dropped the link several of times. Somebody, I got a little problem with dropping the link. I could try to drop it one more time. This is it. If y'all have questions, I hate to inform y'all that I'm not. I've dropped the link several of times for people to ask questions. So it ain't gonna be, oh, when Miss Parker get off, I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna ask her. Did he say no, ma'am? Got to catch that replay. Got to catch that replay. Some of the questions y'all asking, he has answered for the most part. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but all right. This has been crazy. This has been, you've debunked a lot and you said a lot that's it's wild. Let me see if I can try to drop my link again.
And Darnell, I'm gonna say I really do appreciate you for speaking with me and my sister Miss Parker and clearing the air, getting setting some stuff straight. And honestly, and I'll say this publicly, a lot of what you're saying I do believe. I believe wholeheartedly. Okay, I believe it wholeheartedly. A lot of what you're saying, but I do appreciate you for speaking with me and my sister Miss Parker.
Thank y'all for reaching out. I appreciate it.
All right, guys, I dropped the link again. So I want to get back to this van one more time. So, I showed you that van and stuff like that. And how long had that van been in the picture when you came along?
For 2 years.
Okay. What up, Lizzie?
Hey, good morning, baby. Can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay, so if anybody else was talking, go ahead.
Nobody was, no. I was just
Oh,
asking about that van and stuff like that. And he did say for everybody, Frank has been in the picture for a long time, even when the van was in place. If you missed it, that's what he said. Go ahead, Lizzie, with your question.
so my question is, who do he know?
So
Hello?
Darnell, she's saying, who do you know? You hear me, Darnell? Darnell? Darnell, can you
Darnell,
hear
you still
me?
there?
He's been having problems with his audio, guys, for a while, so. Darnell.
What happened?
No, you're here. I can hear you. He can't hear us.
Did it cut off?
No, you're here. Sister, can you text? Let me tell him he's still here. Let me tell him. Because I could text while I'm on the phone. Hold on. Let me ask him, where's our group? Where's our group? Where's our group?
Yeah, somebody go in and come back out.
Okay. Okay. Let me tell him come back. Let me kick him. Yeah, his comments are very firm, and his comments are very firm. I think he's gave me everything I need. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I dropped the link several of times. The ladies came and asked your questions. So if y'all have questions, you know, you got to check him. You got to find him and ask him. Once I drop my link, I think that is more than enough for me to let you guys come up and ask your questions and stuff like that. I didn't give y'all amount of time to ask or anything. So, you know, I don't know what to tell y'all after today. I really don't. I know I'm gonna break me some stuff down. He's gonna come back, Lizzie. Give him a second, okay?
Okay, baby.
He said okay. Okay. So he just said okay. This has been a lot. This has been a lot today. Me, the Royal Queen, I gotta be honest. Lizzie. It was a lot of stuff before I ever talked to Darnell that I knew. Here he goes, Lizzie.
But
Hey, Darnell, you can hear me?
I'm alright with heat. Unless it's
Darnell,
like 80.
let me ask him. Can you hear me? I'm texting him on the back end, guys. Give me a second.
Okay, I hear y'all now.
Okay. She said her question to you was, do you know
Sorry
anybody?
about that. I
Like,
don't know. Did it go to my car radio or what? Sorry about that.
can you hear me now?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah, I
Can
hear
you?
y'all now.
Okay. She said, go ahead, Lizzie, with your question before his audio goes out.
Who do you know?
She said, who do you know in the family? Who do you know as far as the
Nobody.
evangelist? Nobody.
Nobody.
Was Frank the evangelist mechanic as well? Did he, was he around the
Yeah.
church? He was?
Yes. Yes.
How do you kind of know that he was around the church and stuff?
Because the evangelist told me.
Oh. So you have had conversation with the evangelist? Darnell?
Yep.
So you and the evangelist have communicated?
Yeah, that
Oh yeah, the evangelist. Shit. Go ahead, Darnell. Okay, Darnell. I get what you're saying. That took me off. Yeah. Okay. Shit. I'm so behind in these.
you
Look.
good.
Yeah. Okay. You answered so much. You answered so much. Yeah. He said he never met the Hurst family, Lalizi. He did. He said he never met anybody. He only knows about. He said he only knows that he would gossip. The evangelist would talk about him, and he couldn't understand why he would go around him and talk about him like a dog. He said, especially lady, and stuff like that. He never talked about Annette. He don't know about Vari. He don't know about Naziah or anything, but he does know about Frank. And he knows that the church was dealing with touching kids and doing inappropriate things. Is there anything else you have for him, Lizzie?
So with him knowing that, did he ever report anything or he just minded his business?
He said his grandmother did. He said his grandmother definitely seen some things that he was trying to do inappropriate with his niece and nephew and reported it.
No, I'm saying he said he saw some things. Did he ever?
No, he said he didn't. He said he was
Okay.
scared of. He said he was scared of Florentino. He said Florentino was very abusive, and we know that that to be. I mean, he said that the evangelist was abusive, but Kiwana even came in here and said he was abusive to Florentino. He beat him really bad.
Mm,
So that debunked that right there. So I know that to be, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. So
okay.
Honey, I'm getting out of here. I'm sorry. I dropped the link several of times for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And this van right here. So did y'all ever drive around in the van and stuff? You know,
Yeah, for a couple years.
for a couple of years. And do you ever know for the evangelist to be a runner for Frank? You know, with having a friendship with Frank.
Most likely.
Most likely, yeah. I would say most likely too. Wow. This has been a lot. All right, Copies. So, okay, all right, sister. Thank you again for coming through, Darnell. I think and Darnell, if you can remember, if you know anybody, we're not against you on knowing the Harrises. You know, we just want clarity on what happened to Naziah, who was around the Naziah and things like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all. Cause people's just having a hard time. Like, so he didn't know anybody. He never knew anybody. He knows all of this. But I'm telling you guys, for me having conversation with the evangelist, he's a talker. Now, whether you guys believe me or not, he is very much so a gossiper, and he'll talk to you about anything if you let him. And if he did it with me, and he was so loose lip with me and talk with Prince, yeah. And I'm just gonna say that. Now that's up to Darnell to be transparent with us and say what he thinks, but always royal. But I think yeah. I think for the most part, I think we got a lot of clarity on the van, the color of his hair, so many other things, so many other pieces about the church that has come about. And yeah, Copies. When I say, well, I didn't even get to get everything out with you guys about him. He talked so much. He talked so much. I got to be honest with you guys. He talked a lot to where I couldn't even. That's why I had so many pieces of paper. I couldn't even keep up with the man. I'm telling y'all, all this shit is right here. It's still I got papers on top of papers. These is notes from the evangelist. These is notes inside out. Notes from the evangelist with another piece down here. So thank you, Darnell, again. I appreciate you so much for coming through. You've been awesome. I appreciate you, and with your past record, I hope you and God can come to find forgiveness. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, that's not what we're here for. We're here about Naziah. Thank you so much. And I'll keep up with you and stuff like that. If you remember anything, me and you are in close communication. You can hit me on the back end and stuff like that. And if you ever remember anything and you want to come back, you're always welcome.
Okay. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. God's fave. You got anything that you wanna I'm gonna go and take you down, Kenneth, okay, love? Um God's fave.
Yes, no, I don't have any more. I private chatted you, just some private things.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, for that question.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Got you.
Okay.
Got you.
I love you
You got my
guys.
email? You got my
Yes,
email?
I do. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
I
Matter
got
of fact, let me go on and hit on the back end, and I'll email me now so I can email
okay.
you and I'll talk to him really quick.
Okay, yes, because I'm a Buckeye.
Okay.
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 All right. And I
Thank
don't
you.
mind getting on the road, girl. I do it all the time.
Okay. Okay. I get that. That was a good question though. That was very good.
Okay.
Very good question.
Love you
Especially
guys.
after what we just found out. All right. Thank you, sister. Man, oh man. Um, One thing I wanted to talk about the evangelist, but I wanted to get this out of the way first. You can believe or don't believe. That's your opinion, but it's up to you to take your notes and really dig deep into what you heard from him and what you heard today. I was waiting and I didn't want to give up anything early because I talk to people. And when I talk to people, I listen. And I can tell that when somebody, thank you guys so much. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Thank you for I see you guys send the super stickers and super chats. Thank you. I will co-piece, yo. One thing about it, I open my platform for him to debunk. And Even if he didn't want to debunk anything, he has a right to come over here where allegations was put on him. I would want you to open your platform for me. You know, if somebody say, "Hey, Miss Parker touched the kids, can I come over there? Can I talk to you?" And that's just it. That's all. I give you guys, and I want you guys to know any interview I'll do from now on, if I drop the link for you to come up, come up. I'm not answering your question. Y'all free to hit him up on the back end for y'all questions. I already work hard enough. I got to do my notes. I got to talk to him. I got to see if I'm getting an inkling of lies versus the truth. I got to go back to the other interview. Just like Cole Peace came up and said, hey, he said, I forgot even that he said that he had a grandmother that sold him to his uncle. You get what I'm saying? So I do enough. So when y'all have questions, then y'all come in asking the same question over and over. Do the replay. It's not on me or my chat that y'all miss, because everybody's trying to take notes. Again, that's what I said. Everybody's trying to take notes and listen. So if you miss something, you miss something. That's on you. Read the title. It says special guest Kenneth Greer. I still see people. Who are we talking about? Who's speaking? Are y'all okay? Thank you, Portia sister. Thank you, Danita. You get what I'm saying? If I drop the link for y'all, that's for y'all to come. And he was very open. Yeah, Bracelet, I'm going to talk about that later. Y'all get what I'm saying? You don't have to turn your camera on or nothing to come and ask questions. If I got questions, I'm hitting that link. So don't don't go on my community wall when I end this. Do not go on my community wall. Well, you didn't ask him and you didn't ask him. It's not my place. I dropped the link for you, okay? I dropped the link. Because y'all be getting very emotional over stuff that y'all got control over as well. And then it just be too strange for me. And I ain't got, all right, I dropped the link. Let me see if I'm having problems dropping the link. That's why I've been going from my phone. Guys. And mods, if y'all know how to copy the link when I drop it, please, if you can copy it. Okay, there it goes. I'm not going to be here long. If you want to come up real quick, you free. You more than free to come up or whatever. But I am telling y'all, don't leave. Don't. I just dropped it. Literally. Thank you, Miss Virgo. Appreciate you, sister. Thank you, Miss Monez. Thank you. But I just dropped the link if anybody want to come up. I dropped it several times for y'all in the chat today. So, hey, in PD, what's going on? MNT PD, maybe something's not connected. Can you hear me? Alicia, come in.
I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Hold on, Alicia.
Wait,
Okay, you hear me?
Good. What time is it? I work nights, and I don't even know what time it is. But this is my second time on your channel, and I must say I applaud you. Let me see. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Okay, this is my second time on your channel, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. But I'm PD, and I know a lot about this case. And that guy, let me see the nice word. Fib. That ain't the word I want to use, but he told a lot of fib.
Okay.
And so did the evangelist guy that I take. I don't like to even call him evangelist.
Yeah, that's out the window for sure.
He it it was it's painful for me to sit here and listen to him tell all of this stuff. The lady that came on asked him, "What do you know?" He know more than he ever told, and he's on the radar just like a lot of other people are because he's a liar. I hate to say it like that, but he's a liar. And I don't want to disrespect your channel. I can go on the backside and get to what I need to say, but
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I
What did you feel like he was lying about? If you want to, so everybody can be on the same
opening
page.
his mouth, opening his mouth.
Well, I wouldn't expect him to come up here and give us, oh, I'm agreeing with my charges. He knows that if he had to be charged and they convicted him to get the charges. So
Yeah.
I didn't expect him for that, but I'm going to pick and piece together what he did say, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's for sure. Especially with the
Yeah.
van and the wig. What?
Yeah, I just can't see nobody, like, let's be honest. Oh yeah, I graped him. I did grape him. Oh yeah, I
And
was
then
there
it
when
was his
she
knees.
disappeared. Oh yeah, I unalived him. Like, come on, y'all. Let's but MNPD, go ahead, with your thoughts, love. Because I get what you're saying. I do, and it's respected.
Now I'm behind a little bit.
Okay. Thanks, you guys, for the super sticker super chat.
I'm going to drop down, Miss Parker. I just want to say I'm so proud of you. Did so good.
Is that you, Alicia, my sister?
Yes, it is.
Now that is correct.
Oh, it was so good. Oh my God. I'm so impressed. Okay. I'm gonna drop down now.
That is correct. That is correct. But when he said first time, he said no, he didn't do anything. And then when you said, well, we did the research and somebody saw it or something, then he says, well, my niece lied. Come on.
Well, we know that. That's why I elaborated on that. I did. I said, they got to find evidence. So, he's ashamed. That's on him. You know what I'm saying? Me and him already discussed it and stuff like that. And that's a part of it. When it comes to us, it comes to us, and we're taking it for what it is and stuff like that. I discussed it with him. I said, that's your past. And when he said it up here, I even said, hey, we know that it has to be some truth to it for you to be arrested. So, yeah.
His charges don't even have anything to do with a niece.
To do with a what?
My phone is lagging. His charges don't even have anything to do with a niece. And because I'm PD, some things I can say and most things I can't. But this is just, I hate that they're doing you like that and wasting your time and getting our emotions up. It's just bad. It's just bad. A niece.
I got his charges. I didn't really look into them fully to see who did what, because I don't know. I don't got a position like you. Thank you, Latasha, for the cash app. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you for the cash app. Appreciate y'all. I don't know what you can see, but in those cases, we're not going to get the transparency when they say when it comes to touching anybody. I never expected him to be honest and open about that. Even though he knows, I talked to him on the back end about that to know I know what happened. So I did talk to him. So what he came to share with y'all on it, you know what I'm saying? I know. So I already talked to him about that. Like I said, I wasn't here for that anyway. I was here about Naziah strictly the stuff that he elaborated with that. What else did you see? Thank you, Stephanie.
Now I'm gonna drop down and listen to everybody else because my phone is lagging big time.
Okay.
I appreciate you and I enjoy the channel. I will be back again. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Love you.
All right, love you too. Royal Queen, you came up here. Go for it, sister.
Okay, I wanted to say that I do think that he might have, said no to certain things and said he didn't know certain things because it's like the more he talked, the more he started unraveling other information, because at first it was, no, I never went to that church. No, I don't know nobody at that church till yeah, he did say something about wanting to touch kids and stuff like that. I think that the more he was taught and act it, the more he was up here, the more you talk to him and he asked questions, the more that he probably would open up and actually reveal the truth. But I don't detect any lies from him when I asked him, have he ever met anybody in the Harris family? He said no, because it didn't make sense to me from the start. Why would evangelist Kenneth's ex be hanging out with his current or other ex? Because Florentino is now evangelist Kenneth's ex, right? But Kenneth Greer was in a relationship with evangelist Kenneth first, correct?
Yeah, Kenneth
So,
Greer was in the picture first before, and I'm gonna tell you what didn't stand out. That this is why I believe him. Really quick, hold on.
right.
If you go back and listen to what the evangelist said, I asked him, when did he date? It's right here in my face, right here, right there. 2003 to 2006. They still kept in contact, and he would still come around. But when did you meet the Harrises? He said 2009.
Exactly. And that didn't make sense to me. Why would Kenneth Greer be around 3, 4 years later?
They would, like he said, and the evangelist told me in Talk with Prince, they still kept connect, like even with him bringing him last year to Detroit. You get what I'm saying, in December and stuff like that. That's why I asked him, so you're still around a known offender. That's why I asked the evangelist, like, you're still hanging with a known offender. You get what I'm saying? Because he act like it was such a problem when he was when he was around allegedly the Harrises. But then when he
And
said he took him to Detroit in December of you know what I'm saying? I was like, well,
and then Kenneth turned around when I asked him, had the evangelist ever questioned you about your charges? He said no. No.
no, he did. He no, he didn't. He said he told him though.
He said he told him about his charges freely, like willingly, but
He
the
did.
evangelist never asked him about it, is what he said.
Yeah, the evangelist didn't, because he told him freely.
Yeah, but even when somebody tell me something, like for example, you say, I have this charge, I'll say, well, what happened? Like, I'm gonna want to know the story behind why you have this on your record. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, look who we talking about, Royal Queen. Did you not pay attention to
Yeah.
the
Oh
demeanor of
yeah,
the
I paid
conversation,
attention.
the laughing of Uncle Daddy being over there drunk, and you know what I'm saying? And it was funny, and I was like, oh. So we're not talking about people that think like us. You get what I'm saying? We're our brain wavelengths are way off than the evangelist, just from me talking to him. The conversation was, it was enough to make you sick to your stomach when you really talk to him off the scene. But I had to let him come and talk to us. I had to deal with that. You get what I'm saying, sis?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, I think this wormhole is like deeper than in way deeper than we beyond understanding. Like,
Absolutely.
it's,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Especially with the church.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And and that goes into bigger fish when you get into churches, bishops, things of that nature. And it could be also the reason for this grand cover up. And that's all I'm going to say. Because once you have certain titles, because you have to think about it, the church is a government place. If it wasn't, it wouldn't have closed down when COVID happened and all that stuff. That's a different story. But it is a government's building. And I think that the more we dig and dig and dig, it's like almost this never ending ditch. And it's too many players. It's too many players, and it's too many hands involved, and it's too many SO offenders, and it's too many victims. It's beyond what we could ever uncover or discover. And
Yeah.
it's almost sickening. And it's very disheartening. And I just pray that, as we continue to go through information and uncover stuff, that the truth actually be revealed. It has to in all of this. But I think it's something deeper going on with the church, with members of the church. And even before that, because it's almost seemed like all of these same people are running in this big circle. And I know I can't be the only person that see it. And you have to be careful with certain things that you say online. So, but yeah. But that's all I wanted to say. But I believe some stuff that Kenneth stated. I don't think that he got up here and lied about everything. Or, maybe some people will believe that, because everybody has the right to believe what they want. But do I believe that he may be some way connected to the story with Naziah? I'm not buying it. People do destiny swaps and story swaps all the time, and I think Kenneth switched places with Kenneth, if anybody knows what I mean.
Yes, absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
evangelist Kenneth told the story like this was Kenneth Greer who did this, who did that, and the whole time he was talking about himself. That's what I see.
Yeah, Copiece, he was still talking to him up until he really was, up until he didn't know all of this took place. I had to have a conversation with him about everything that took place. He was still following the evangelists and everything. Like, they were still communicating up until I told him that he made those allegations that he touched Naziah inappropriately. So Maisha, you've been up here for a second, sister. What you want to elaborate on?
I was just letting everybody have their because what this young lady up here just said has my mind even spinning more circles now. Miss Parker, nobody's ever made my mind spin circles like coming over here and listen to your live stream. I'm telling you, no piece to this puzzle fits. I covered. Let me turn my camera on real quick and let you see what I done put together after watching your live the last 3 days. In the red is everybody that's known pedos that's a part of this case. In the red by itself. How is all of these pedos in one community? That lets me know it's bigger than they just know each other. That makes absolutely no sense that it's that many people that's on paperwork is known to be doing stuff to kids. That makes no sense at all. It makes no sense at all. Most of them, you see with the blue, that mean they connected to another pedo. If you see the blue by their name, that mean they connected to another pedo in this. Yeah. That don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me, Miss Parker. How I just imagine being at a barbecue with 25 pedos. Have you ever seen it? You never seen it. But that's what's at the birthday parties. The whole list is what's at the birthday parties with these kids. It's giving cult behavior.
Yeah.
It's given more than when I asked that question about the 40 years CPS, it was strategic for me, right? Because what evangelist Kenneth did was every allegation that was put out in that 40-year CPS, he answered for in your live. Every allegation that was put out in that 40-year CPS, he answered for. And the one that makes the most sense with the story, which is Jarvis, right? He said Jarvis was the scapegoat. That was literally the only thing that made sense in that 40-year CPS case. And he tried to debunk it, but give light to all of the other allegations. That's exactly what made me ask that question when I came up here. It was strategic. Because remember, he said, yeah, she was with that autistic man. Right. Then he went into, yeah, we don't really know her. She probably got this going on herself. Because remember, Annette and them said she was a runaway.
Yeah.
And then this is what I want to ask you, right? Because he also said in that live stream that she owed rug dealers money and they helped him get a place. And since they had such a budding relationship, he stopped them from hurting Lady, right? Is Frank the rug dealer?
I want to say this. I don't know, but I do know, like I said, if that happened in Ohio, how did they get, you had to be the setup man and a lot of stuff. I think we're missing a lot of key pieces. The pictures. He was the picture man. He was the cameraman. How did the drug dealers know that where Annette lived in Detroit? Because y'all was in Ohio at that point. Who was the drug dealer? Who was the drug dealer that nobody meets? I know ain't nobody, and I ain't, I don't want to talk about and judge nobody, but nobody gave him $7,000. That's why I said, was you sleeping with him? Did you sleep with this man? Because you know what I'm saying? I'm not bad on the eyes, but damn it, ain't nobody just saying, oh, you're in a bind, here goes 7,000. How did he get connected with Lady through you? Because you said you knew him. See, he was putting a story out there. He puts 20 on 10, as they do too.
Well, what I was listen, I saw everybody, he talk in circles, but some stuff take. He talk in circles, but you can hear what he wants you to hear. Yeah. You can hear what you want to like. I'm finding it. I'm finding it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Miss Parker, I'm going to send you some stuff. I'm not sure if you're aware of the Instagram that somebody's posting all kinds of videos and stuff that's never been seen before. I don't know if you've seen that they posted a baby in it yesterday. They posted a pregnant belly. They posted quite a few things. They posted a video of somebody with a big belly dancing, doing them same dance moves Naziah did. I'm going to send it to you. I'm gonna send it to your phone.
I got more than that. I got even more than that.
We're gonna have to do a note swap outside of live.
I want to talk to my subscribers about it because I don't want to expose this these pictures.
Don't listen. Because I just found out that the stuff I'm telling you that I'm going to send you, I put it in my Discord. This morning we found out somebody posted it on TikTok. So I got to do a sweep of my community so I understand. I understand.
This is why I put it out. This is why for the people that the person that sent it to me. You know what I'm saying? Me and Shank Rock, of course I dialogued with him about it because I was like, oh my God. But I know how dangerous people can be. So don't hit me up and say, send it to me, Miss Park. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even gonna ask. When you ready to explode, put it out there, I'll get it. But we definitely got to discuss some things because I get a lot of stuff behind the scenes too. And to me, I never want to even give anybody a lot of the stuff I get behind the scenes because it can be so damaging to just the case alone.
And I just want to keep people protected. If this is why it's happening, I don't want to put nobody in danger. That's where I am with these pictures. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I'm
all you made me know is you making that comment is those pictures and those videos on their Instagram is something to be looked at because they covered the face.
Yeah, Top, like what she's talking about, I got something different. Yeah, I got something.
I'm gonna send you what I got off the Instagram. I'm sure it's already floating around because I told you somebody in my Discord took it to TikTok. Which if I don't post the stuff in the Discord on TikTok, I'm expecting my community not to post the stuff on TikTok.
That's why I ain't doing it. That's why I ain't sent it out to anybody yet, because that person sent it to me. We dialogued about it and we connected the dots, and I was just like, you know what? So yeah, what this person sent me, none of my mods sent it to me. None of my mods sent me anything that I do have that I got to get last night. And y'all gotta stop doing that. Like, this is why people don't trust. I don't trust anybody at this point. I really don't.
Same.
Not with this. Is this too much back and forth? There's too much conspiracy theories, and I can't do it. I can't put out Maisha, I'm just built different and stuff like that. Because if it was my child, if this was my child, I would want somebody to be authentic about it, be real about it, put out factual information. And so that's why I'm kind of worried about doing this, because people want to see, you know what I'm saying, what I got to go with.
But then when you give it to them, the things that they do manipulate information be even more wicked than the information you get.
No, you sent what Maisha's talking about, Top Flight, you sent, but not what I got from. Nobody even knows what I got. I haven't even said what I got. You know what I'm saying? Verify to me that a baby.
So I have a question. This not even about what you got, because I understand that code, because I have that same code. Do you think Naziah is dead or alive? I don't give this answer when people ask me, but I will today if you answer it. I don't give this answer.
I said,
oh, you sound like me. You about to get
let me tell y'all, I'm just say this. I was gonna say this earlier. I said yes at the beginning. I don't think it happened when it was said to happen on that exact date. But the baby, yes. Living.
Believe it.
Oh, I believe after what I seen, after the information I got last night, I'm prone to very much so. And that's why I said I don't want to jeopardize anything.
That it was a baby. I don't know if you got that information. It was a ways back, and it was when Roxy first started doing like the Facebook lives, right? And it was when her and Vari was doing their exchange, like they were both going at it about their GoFundMe, and she said, "What about your sister's daughter?" And I've held on to those words, because when her and Vari was having a disagreement and he wanted that money, and she said, "What about your sister's daughter? What about her being taken care of?" Something along those lines. And when I say that stuck with me forever, it did, because what you mean? What girl? What little girl? And when the judge said it's more than enough evidence to say it was a baby. Those things, people not just throwing them out there. And when Roxy tried to backtrack on that statement of a girl, the backtrack wasn't, it was like, oh, I was saying that. I just said girl. It was like the backtrack didn't match.
Yeah.
The statement.
We'll connect, Maisha. You know I talked to you on the back end. We'll definitely connect after I see your pictures. I appreciate all the hard work you do on Kimani and the Naziah Harris case over there on TikTok. You doing your thing. I'm gonna go check out some of your stuff.
I'm being harassed behind the scenes about Kimani's story. Harassed.
By the family.
By the family. Well, so-called family. I don't know. We'll talk on the back end about that.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get down. I love you, Miss Parker. Keep doing what you're doing. The last few days, the interviews have been amazing. It is definitely, look, when I say you done made me put your name on my board. Damn here.
Okay. Keep me at the bottom. Look, keep me at the bottom, baby.
Under must watch YouTubes. Your name is there, honey.
Yes. Add Cole Piece to that, because I want to go through some of Cole Piece's things like that and look and see what she, because I want to catch everybody. I want to catch everybody's stuff. I want to get up to date, because we're starting at the beginning and stuff like that. So yeah, what I got, like I said yesterday, after getting some pictures, it just confirmed. It didn't verified, confirmed. What I always thought, and it's okay. I just don't want to put anybody in danger. And y'all do got to know, ain't nobody gonna just come up here.
I trust you. I'm taking your word for it. And this is what until somebody show us something different, this is where we'll be at. So you said add Coldplay to the list. Go over some of Coldplay stuff. Okay.
Copies, it's Copies TV.
Coldplay.
Yeah, I'll share some of her lives on my community wall so you can catch it.
Okay.
And stuff. Y'all go and share, post some of her Nasiah Harris things. If I got a mod that can drop Cold Piece TV, please drop Cold Piece TV in here for me.
Chat, can you guys go over to Mrs. Parker Live? Thank you. Okay, Miss Parker, I love you. I'm getting down. You know, I'll be every day. All right, bye-bye.
Okay. All right. I got Maisha. I shared her link. Y'all got to go down the wall. If y'all can go down my community wall, I shared Maisha. I think I did share Copies. If I didn't, I apologize, Copies. I've been researching a lot. I got a lot of stories, not just the Nasiah and the Kimani stories, but there's so many other stories I want to cover and talk about, and also get back to regular content. So it's a lot. Thank y'all so much for pulling up today. Again, remember, when I end this live, don't leave. Don't ask me anything. Y'all had every opportunity to ask this man whatever. He was very open. He was, hey, look, he was here. So you had I dropped the link several times and stuff for you guys. So if you have anything to ask him, hey, go for what you know. I'm done. My part is done. I only got one thing I want to do for, I think it was, let me see who it was, sister. God's fave. It was God's fave. I got you, God's fave. It was one question that she wanted it to be personal and put me up. Put what you mean Copies put you up? It was a something she asked me to do. I will do that. I think that was a very great question she asked, and I'm so glad that, and I respect you for that, to say, can we keep that offline? Because a lot of y'all, man, look, on my dead mother, I don't trust you at all. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't. It's sad. I just don't. I watch how some of y'all type, some of y'all be everywhere, and then I don't. It's sad, but y'all don't have to trust me neither. It's okay. It's okay. But it's sad. It's sad. I be seeing how y'all question things, and I look at that. You know what I'm saying? Pull me up real quick. Yeah, I'll be seeing how y'all word and question things, and I can't rock with it. If I can't rock with it, I don't trust you. Hold on, Copy. Copies, I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time with my mouse up here clicking. Y'all hear me clicking and it kicks me out of the studio from clicking and clicking. Okay, there it goes. I just dropped it. I just dropped it. There goes the link or whatever. Okay. Yeah, real quick. I mean, God's favor, I will ask you a question behind the scenes. Other than that, hey, Kopi, salute.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you were saying because I clicked the link when you had said my name, so I don't know what you had said.
No, I was just dropping the link.
I just want to say, I swear to you, like, since I've been on this case, I've been steady saying that it didn't happen when they said it happened. The day that they saying that this happened, it didn't happen. And people coming into my comments, not my subscribers, but it be random people coming in there saying it did. Look at the footage. Look at what the police said. This and that. Third. People don't understand, and this is not like I always say in my videos. I'm not trying to get Jarvis out the question at all. We all know he's a creep. We all know he done some things that he should be locked away for. But we all know police lie. They make up stories. They will do something to fit their narrative at times. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of stuff that I went through. Like even in the preliminary hearing, I went and I debunked how the sister, uh, the sister-in-law to what's his name, the the partner of Jarvis, all of them, the times that they saying they were here, they were there, don't even match. It don't even add up because for one, if what is his name, the partner, if he has to be back at 9, how are you just getting on the highway to come back at 8:45 when it's gonna take 45 minutes to get back? Like none of this stuff. And then at the time that the sister-in-law to the partner saying that Jarvis and him was there, it don't coincide with when Jarvis' sister say she was sitting at the shop.
Let's go.
Huh? You cut out.
Let's go. Let's go. Break it. Go ahead, because you breaking it down correct.
Like it's so much, but I know you've been on here for so long. Like literally, whenever you have a panel where you just want to discuss and talk about a lot of this stuff, we can. But it's a lot of stuff that don't make sense. And like I always tell my people on my channel, I literally look outside the box. I think different. I look around the board. Like what they putting in your face don't mean you gotta accept what they've given you.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? And Jarvis, he played a part. He did whatever he did, but how they saying it happened, it didn't happen. I don't think it happened. And that's like I could talk about this for a long time, but I'm gonna get off. But I just want to say that because when I when you said that that it happened, but it didn't happen when they said it happened, I'm like, finally, somebody see, somebody see that it didn't happen the day because this is another one. So y'all know that Shannon them is saying that the day before she went missing, she went to the neighbor's house to get her hair did, right? Jarvis is a lying piece of shit. Excuse my language, sorry. He a liar. But in his interrogation, he say the last time he saw her too was that same day, and she was at the neighbor's house getting her hair did.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff. If y'all, it got to be all put together, and it will make sense. A lot of
Kopi's
stuff.
actually he stated she was in the basement getting her hair done.
He took go back. The one that I listened to, he said she was next door. He was in an interrogation room.
Okay,
Remember,
okay, maybe he did. Let me go back and
they
listen.
show him that picture of Naziah, that picture of her in school that they claim is the last picture, and that ain't even the last picture. If I can tell you that's not even the last picture she took. But he said he did his hands in two little. He did his hands like this over his head. He was like she was at the neighbor's house getting her hair did. It's a guy over there that does her hair. So I'm trying to figure out, is it this guy that's been with Shannon? Is that the beautician to that does Naziah hair? Or is it the friend to him that does the hair? At the end of the day, a lot of this stuff, if it gets put together the right way, because my stuff, I just elaborate on it how I elaborate on it. But I'm telling you, it's a lot. It's too much.
Kopi, I would like to get with you with this. MPD, I'm gonna answer this for you. The baby was definitely born. She was definitely born. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It was a girl at that.
And I keep telling people, this is another thing I keep telling people. If she is, I don't know. I'm just gonna say this. I don't know if she's alive or if she's passed away. But my theory in the beginning was that they trafficked her. That was my theory in the beginning, that they trafficked her, and then they probably got rid of her. That was my theory. Because if you look at it, Annette, she's the ringleader. She's the what you call it? The
head.
person,
she's the head madam in
she's
charge.
The head master. Shannon, if you listen to that recording of Jarvis, the way he talked, I said in the beginning, he talked like a pimp to his baby mama. He said everybody that knows Shannon knows what it is. That means Shannon helps him. Shannon helps him. They all working together. And it's sad that they did that to their own blood. They shouldn't be doing it to nobody. But what they did is
messed up. But I be on this case. I present my stuff the way I present it. I don't be animated. I don't do none of that. I just put the information out there. People can grab it if they want to and do what they want to do with it. I don't care. As long as it's out.
Yeah.
But that's all I had to say. Finally, somebody said exactly what I've been saying all these months. All these months. Because if you go back to my page, a year ago when it happened, I had reported on Desire, but I stopped because I was like, I'm not going to be doing YouTube. I don't want to do YouTube. And then I came back and started working back on it again. This is crazy.
Yeah, I seen some stuff and you're amazing. You're amazing.
Look, I say, and listen, can I say this on your platform? I don't give up what nobody say. Come on my platform, you're getting blocked. Let me tell y'all, I say a lot because that's what I do. Period. Y'all don't like it, don't click the button. Get off.
Period.
As long as y'all getting the information, is y'all getting the information. It be too many people want to come and complain about what you're doing, but they're doing nothing. Nothing. But I just want to say that. I'm so glad finally somebody said the same thing, that it happened. It just didn't happen when they said it happened. Go through some of my stuff. You ain't got to go.
All you gotta do is I'm gonna do that today. I'm definitely
you ain't even got to leave a like. You ain't got to leave a comment or nothing. Just get the information and present it on your platform. How you present it. It ain't even got to come from how I did it. Get the information and present it how you do it, because you got a good following too. Just do it.
I can react to your video, so it's okay for me to react.
Girl, I don't care about all that. Yeah, if you want to, yeah. If you don't have to.
I love to react to videos. I love to react. So
I'm not even like that, like literally. So
yeah, people get offensive. So I just want to make sure I ask you face to face.
Huh?
People get upset about it sometimes. So I want to ask you respectfully, face to face, if I can react to your videos. And
I don't care about that. I don't even care about that, because I don't use some of your. I use the evangelist video of yours, and then I seen when Shank Rock. That's why I told you to put your email on my wall, because I got the paperwork to Tanika.
Okay.
The court case to Jarvis and Tanika, and I will send that to you.
Okay. I'll leave it in as soon as I end
because
this.
I know Shank Rock been doing a video on her the last day or two or something. I don't know. But if you want to pass it to him or you want to report on it, I'll send it to you. But I got it. So yeah.
Look, they're like, I'm going over to your channel. Yeah, y'all go check my girl Cole Peace out. She's your name matches with you. You called it what you do. I appreciate you just as much as the other content creators for keeping these babies' names alive and doing what we're doing. And it's a lot of hard work and dedication, especially like you said, taking your notes, and it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then that, when you gotta people to, depending on you to give them the information, and it's like it's a lot and it's hard, because you got to go back 1,000 times to make sure you're piecing together everything that you think. You might have to go back 1,000 other times and be like, damn, I got to switch it up. So let me put this person over here. Let me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah. So because when you and Shank Rock started saying about the 40 years of CPS, girl, I have been did that. I pulled like certain things from the videos, different all his videos. I got the video with the cousin that came out and said what she said happened to her with Shannon touching her, all that stuff. Like I've been on that 40 years of CPS, and when I seen y'all start working on it, I'm like, finally, yes, let's go. Yeah. But I be in the cut. I don't be on nobody platforms. I literally don't. I seen you one day, and I won't say what video it was, but you wasn't playing. You was not playing. And I was like, I like her. And I like the way she break down stuff. So yeah. Keep doing your thing.
I'm a fan of yours, just so you know. I am. I'm a fan of yours and a couple others.
At this point, we're a fan of each other. I sound so country, y'all, but I live in Michigan. I live in Michigan. So like this hit home. It hits home.
Copies, hit me up. I'm gonna leave my Instagram. I'm gonna leave my email out for you. I need you to contact me so I can kind of share with you something.
Okay, I got you. Okay, you have a great day. I'm at work. I'm about to go back in here. So, have a great day and keep doing what you're doing. Don't be letting these people upset you, because I promise you, they come over there upsetting me. I'm a changed woman. But they better not complain with me. I promise you. For real.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
okay, see ya.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This has been awesome. Salute to Cold Peace again. I'm telling y'all, I'm blocking you off my channel. Don't leave me anything. Don't ask me to ask him anything. It's one, like I said, it's one person that I am. I'm not. I'm just really not. I had the opportunity. If somebody was here and I wanted a question, but to you, MPD, it's true. It's true. And for the protection of that child, I'm gonna leave it there. You know, because I don't know why it's the way it is, but thanks to everybody that gave me a super sticker or a super chat. It didn't go unnoticed. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get everything out, man. This was amazing, man. The van, everything. 20-year survival with 2 uncensored. Y'all know how I feel about 2. You know what I'm saying? Lady introducing Jarvis to the family with spiritual detective. Shank pulling up the new character, the evangelist, Kenneth. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my sister Talk with Prince that got me connected to both of these people. Mocha Uncensored doing the research with the church. And when he said something about the her, if you know, you know. If you've really been doing your research and y'all really been following the story, I challenge a lot of y'all because I see a lot of y'all say that, but then y'all ask questions and I say, you're not following the case. Can't be. You can't be. Because I catch everything. That's why I say when they talk, listen, you'll get so much out of it. That's all I ask y'all to do. Thank you, Walk Cindy. Thank you. Appreciate you. It was answered for me. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. The van. The church. The kids wearing certain hair at the church. Brittany Ann. Brittany. Shame on you, Brittany, for finding that. Thank you. Because when Brittany Ann did that live last night, and I got those pictures, it confirmed everything I needed to know. Now, when somebody asks me about Naziah, I don't know about her. But the other part, I didn't. It confirmed it. Sweetie, I'm sure I know much more than most. Don't stress yourself. Hey, MPD, when I looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pictures, it gave my answers. It's sad, but you know. So thank you guys that hit the like button that came through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thanks to my mods. When I was saying about me controlling the chat, I could see who's saying what and stuff like that. Don't cuss in the chat, y'all. And still be respectful to my guests. So China and them is gonna hit you guys every time. China even can knock a moderator out. She's got one of those manager mod sticks where if it's one of my mods, and I'm not gonna unblock you. I'm just gonna be honest. Even if you're a mod of mine and y'all being inappropriate, China and them got the access to get you out of here. So just be mindful in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want answers or you don't. You want lies or the truth. You know how to dissect lies from the truth. You get what I'm saying? So you know, other than that, I gave them the ability, so I don't want China and them to think they got to question me about anything. I told them, just get you out of here. I'll figure it out later if I want to unblock you or not. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, if you block for now, you'll be blocked for a long time because I'm not unblocking. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you, loving all everybody that became a member. Thank you guys so much. It's okay, Crystal. It's okay. I just appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all. I'm ready to get up out of here. I will see y'all at 7 o'clock. I got another live. Shank Rockers Gray go live at 2. I'm pretty sure he got something to say. I don't know what he's going live about, but I'm going live at 7. And stuff. I'm just doing regular content at 7. But then my all-nighter is going to be epic. I want to cook. Yeah, they could just misspell the words, but a lot of people ain't getting it. And I'm going to enjoy my day real quick. I'm going to give me something to eat. I'm going to go chill. Now, I ain't answering nothing. I'm not answering anything. My content right now, as far as Darnell goes, is done until I do my live later on. Salute to everybody. Y'all go enjoy the rest of your day. For everybody that poured love into me today, thanks to each and every one of y'all. I'm out of here. I will. Yeah, Miss B, I will.